Welcome to Internship for Sociology and Women and Gender Studies. My name is Dr. Ramirez. I'm going to be your instructor for this course. I thought it would be helpful if I just went ahead and did a pre-recorded video. We've been having some issues with our network, and I didn't want to take a chance on the Teams live meeting. We're still going to have that, but well, hopefully, if we have service. But we're still going to have that. And but if there's network issues, I wanted you guys to have another option to kind of understand what's going on. You can't ask questions here. You will be able to in the Teams live online meeting, but at least you can hear what the class is about and come back and listen to this again. So internship is so different than any other class that you may have on campus because this class is about being in the field. Now, you should have reached out, or you all did, got an email from me either in November at the meeting that we had, or if you missed the meeting and you reached out to me later, or I saw that you were registered for internship, you should have got a copy of that video in December. So you should already have your site established, okay? I didn't catch that. Try again. Oh man, Siri. You should already have your site established, which means if you don't have an internship this week, then we may have some problems, okay? We've got to start this week for you to really be able to get all 150 hours in. Now, if we can get you a site this week, then you can stay in the class. But if for some reason next week we don't have a site, I'm going to encourage you to drop the course and take it again in the fall. It's important that we start on week 1, the first week of classes, so that you can get the full 150 hours. You've got to average anywhere between 12 to 15 hours a week to be able to maintain your 150 hours to pass that portion of the course, okay? So to pass internship, there's several sections, okay? The first thing you have to do is you have to get 3 forms filled out, and 2 of the 3 have to be turned in by Friday, okay? And that is your site acceptance form from the place that you are approved to be at for your internship. You just get it to them this week, have them sign it, fill it out, upload it into BlazeView, into the required internship forms, and I've got it. Get it to me by Friday before 5 p.m. The other form is your contact form, which also needs to be uploaded on Friday. That is just their phone number, your supervisor's name, your information. I need to have that because I do checks throughout the semester to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing at your internship site and to get feedback from your supervisor. And I got to be able to reach out to them, okay? So those things are due this week. The other things you have to be able to pass the course is you have to have 14, that's right, 14, because there's 14 weeks, 14 logs and journals, so 14 each. So your 14 logs are showing me how many hours you worked every week. So those logs have to be turned in every Monday morning, no later than 8:30 a.m., okay? And that would be for the, your work for the week before. It's like your timesheet, okay? That shows me how many hours you worked. That form, you can't just put down, date, time, this is when I worked. It has to be initialed in ink, cannot be done online, has to be done in ink by your supervisor, okay? So if you upload a form and say they didn't sign it, those hours don't count. So if you want your hours to count for that week, you have to have them sign it in person, and then you scan it and upload it into BlazeView every Monday before 8:30 a.m. So I would just recommend you just upload it Saturday or Sunday and get it done, okay? Because if the morning's going to be an issue, make sure you get it in Sunday night, okay? That way you're not getting in late, okay? The other requirement is every week you have to do a journal entry about your experience at the internship site for that week, okay? This goes hand in hand with the journal, with the log sheet, but it's a separate, you can write a Word document and upload it as an attachment. Not as a link. Please upload it as attachment, because links give, you have to have permissions, and there's always issues. And if I don't have it, then you don't get credit for it. Or you can type in the journal entry inside the text box in BlazeView for the uploading of the journal entries, okay? Underneath Content Browser in BlazeView, you can access all these folders where you would upload, your required forms, upload your hour logs, and uploading your journal entries for each week. Journal entries are also due 8:30 Monday morning, so make sure you get them in so you can get credit for it, okay? I have to have all 14 hour logs and all 14 journal entries. The question comes up every semester. Now, what if I don't work a week? Like, for example, say you take spring break off. Now, just because we have spring break with internship, it doesn't mean internship stops for spring break, because your internship is separate from our school calendar, okay? So, but let's say, for example, you don't work that week and you get permission from your internship supervisor that you don't have to come in on spring break. You have to turn in a blank hour log showing no hours, okay? And you type in a journal entry that says, I have no journal entry this week because I did not work on my internship site, okay? I have to have 14 logs and 14 journals, regardless if you worked that week or not. If I don't have those, you cannot pass the course. This is a pass or fail course. You would just get an F instead of a P on your transcripts, okay? So those are so far 2 of the 3 required sections that you need to pass. First is the first 2 required forms I need by Friday. The other one is the 14 logs and journal entries turned in every Monday before 8:30 a.m. And the last required form is your final evaluation. That's going to be due towards the end of the term. I have it due for you guys on April 23rd. That's a form that you give to your supervisor a week before. So the week of April, let me see here, the week of April 14th, I would get it to my supervisor and say, I need this filled out and returned to me so that I can upload it into BlazeView for my internship supervisor, Dr. Ramirez. I have to have one for everybody to be able to pass the course, okay? So it's a packet, right? So all these requirements are required for you to either pass or fail the course. So if I miss anything, it's an automatic fail. So it's not based on the numbers, with other classes, C passes, a 70, even a D can pass. That's not how it is in internship. It's all or nothing. So please be cognizant of the forms. Detail is the most important thing in internship, okay? It's a job, right? We're setting you up for the future, for what it's like in a career path. These are the things employers are looking for. Punctuality, getting things in before 8:30 in the morning, okay? Rise and shine, get it in. Turning in a timesheet every week, turning in a log, a report of what has occurred that week. By the way, those journals need to be about 100 to 125 words. So make sure you're writing about 7 to 10 sentences per journal entry. I need a thorough explanation in paragraph form, what you did at your internship site, how you're applying sociological or feminist theory ideals if you're in the women's studies internship. So that's what we're looking for. And then, of course, you have to always turn in required paperwork when you're in a job. So your formal papers that you need to, the site acceptance form and the contact sheet that's due on Friday, and, of course, the final evaluation that's due on the 23rd of April. So I hope you guys kind of got an idea of what we're looking for. Remember, you should already have your internship site established. If you do not have your internship site established, email me now, immediately. Send me an email right now. Tell me where you are in the process. If you've contacted your internship site supervisor, if you're going to contact them, let's try to get you set up this week as quickly as possible so you only lose a week and you can double up on a different week so that you can get that 150 hours, okay? 150 hours is very doable. like I said, 12 to 15 hours a week on top of, everything else. But 12 to 15 hours a week at your site will get you 150 hours in 14 weeks. So let's shoot for that. If you miss a week, we'll just increase it to 15 to 17 hours a week, and you should be able to accomplish that, okay? Email me now, as soon as you're done watching this video, if you don't have a site established, and we need to talk if you need to stay in internship or if you need to drop it and try again in the fall, okay? I'm looking forward to a fantastic semester. I hope you guys learn lots about what it means to apply your skills in an internship type of atmosphere. And I'm interested in reading your journal entries with regards to sociological implications and theories and feminist ideals, and how you're able to utilize what you've learned in the last 4 years into your internship site. Okay, take care, and I look forward to seeing you at the live Teams meeting.